want to redo that. Hello everyone, this is Give Anxiety, and I'm going to be bringing you guys an Age of Empires 3 game right here. I'm observing another match, Game 2, Hedrenius versus Fourmaster. Same map, playing on SAG. Hedrenius playing as Russia. Fourmaster playing as French. Fourmaster also known as Prince. Both these players are really good. Colonels. And it should be a really good match here. And this Hedrenius, strange, mysterious man, has an interesting way of playing Russia. He definitely plays Russia quite a bit in the 2 games I saw of him so far. So we'll see how he plays this one. And it should be a good game. So got the straight TP line once again here. Placed, picking up 50 corn villager, building the house. Wow, herding some really far deer in Age 1. Honestly, I think most people would say not to do this. I don't know, H2O used to always say you don't really herd in Age 1 because this will slow his age up down kind of quite a bit. He'll probably age up like 10 seconds later because of this. He's herding 2 batches of hunt when he honestly has these really chunky moose right next to his CC. So that's gonna probably slow his age up down a little bit. Who knows? He might not be trying to do like all-in rush, so maybe it won't be as impactful if he's not doing a rush. If he's doing eco behind it, the timing of hitting H2 isn't quite as important, but it's still always nice to be up to H2 earlier, regardless. Meanwhile, Fourmaster is working on a 60 food treasure right here, just taking some shots at this wolf. And ooh, villager treasure, really nice villager treasure that Hedrenius is working on. So just go ahead and pick up that 60 food. There's a native treasure right here. Native treasures are always pretty nice, especially versus Russia. Civs that forward build with villagers, they can be pretty nice because you can honestly kill a villager sometimes. Especially with France, they have the native scout, so you could have a native scout, this Tomahawk warrior, and a explorer to attack a villager. So Hedrenius is gonna pick up this free villager. His explorer does take quite a bit of damage, but that is a very nice treasure, and he picks up 150 food. I don't know, I don't know what was guarding that. I didn't really see. And now he's gonna work on this. Oh, and he's attacking the explorer, but he's gonna actually have to run away with the native scout. He's working on this treasure already. Let's see what's going on in Fourmaster's base. So, okay, he's gathering wood now. Okay, he must be aging right now. I don't have alright, yeah. I don't have the observe mode installed, so I'm just can't see the resources and all that stuff. I'll have it installed for some other games that I observe, but for this one, I do not. So he must be gathering wood for a TP and market. He is aging, so he did not do he didn't do an Age 1 market. I didn't really look at the resource start, but it must have been a low wood one, so he wasn't able to build market. And yeah, I do not see any forward villagers. Ooh, native scout getting pretty low. And there we go, the forward villagers are moving up. So it looks like he is taking 3 villagers this time to build that forward barracks. So it looks like he might be a little bit more aggressive this game. And there goes the blockhouse right by on the TP line next to some hunt. And this Russian explorer is going to go down. Does have this tomahawk. Meanwhile, Fourmaster, he wants to build the TP, so he could have been using his explorer and the 2 natives to attack a villager, but he has to get his own TP, so it's a little bit more important. And he's just going to use this native to just put in stealth mode and put in front of blockhouse to be able to see the units when they're coming. But Hedrenius will get his explorer back when he ages, so then he'll hopefully maybe be able to try to find the native. Gonna herd these moose away from Fourmaster's base, and Fourmaster's gonna start with barracks this game. He does have marking now, so I'm sure he got hunting dogs, maybe placer mines. I don't know if he did. So there's the Rex. 400 wood age up for both of them. See what units the Russian makes first, and he's making a batch of muskets. So there's 5 muskets. Native scout's gonna get the scouting information, which is pretty nice. Let's see where. Oh, and Hedrenius is building TP, so we won't be able to find this native just yet. So this Russia player, he does like his TPs. Just like every game I observed of him so far, he has built a TP relatively early. So pretty interesting. And there goes the Tomahawk. 5 muskets out, 5 Cossack shipment has been sent. Explorer's pretty low. He's gonna try to push into the base. No, not really. A lot of villagers on corn right here. Interesting. So we might be trying to age up, I would think, right? He did put some on the food now, and he does just have this barracks. No stable going down. Trying to do something with the Cossack, but I mean, all the villagers are basically right on top of the town center. Really well herded hunts. So there's honestly nothing he can do. He's really just taking free damage at this point. Probably not the best. He's trying to poke and see if he do some raiding, but he really couldn't, and he just lost quite a bit of health on his Cossacks. So, and now he sees that basically he can't do any damage, so he's going for this TP. And it's really far away, so Fourmaster is going to respond. He can send his units to the TP and try to stop him from destroying his TP, or he could send units to the blockhouse and try to take out the blockhouse while the units are busy over here. But that's kind of risky. Fourmaster doesn't have that many units, so it would be risky going to the blockhouse. So he's doing the smarter thing right now and just sending units, try to save his TP, and picks up another Cossack and another musket, and that's actually really big. So far in this game, Hedrenius lost a few units and took a lot of damage, and basically did absolutely nothing to Fourmaster. Like damaging a trading post, he should repair this, and he's gonna have to send his units back. If he kills his TP here, that is pretty nice, but honestly I don't even think he will. And a TP at 2 HP and a TP at full HP is the same thing. It does the same thing as long as it doesn't get killed. So another cav loss, just more for units, and honestly, Fourmaster trained, I believe, was just maybe 10 muskets here. I don't think he took one hit on any units. I don't think his units have taken 0 damage, and the Russia units has taken quite a bit of damage. And look at this, TP's not even getting killed, and another TP pass comes. That's the nice thing about building TP all the way at the bottom. If the TP was over here, it would be a lot easier for the Russian to kill, or if it was right there, of course. And now Fourmaster's making cav, he threw down stable, and he's now pushing on this blockhouse. This is pretty funny to see. He should repair this TP. Looks like he might be forgetting. And yeah, it's pretty funny. Before even a fight, there really hasn't been a fight in this game. And Fourmaster took literally 0 damage on his units, aside from an explorer and his native treasure, and just from the blockhouse fire right there. That was the first time any of his units got damaged, and Hedrenius probably lost 10 units. So that's pretty crazy. It's really interesting. And MVP Explorer. Fourmaster did not repair it, so the Explorer fucking goes and kills himself. Fourmaster's probably a little upset there once he realizes that he's probably face palming a little bit. But this game was going so well for Fourmaster that honestly won't probably affect the outcome of this game. It looks like Fourmaster has quite a big lead here. So now Hedrenius turtling in his base, blockhouse in his stable, only made 10 muskets there maybe, versus a much larger French army. Minutemen pop comes, Strellet pop, and Fourmaster's gonna retreat. 8 Expo shipment, I believe. And Russia is not in the best spot right here. He's gonna be running out of hunt soon. Oh, he does hit fortress. Interesting. I don't think I was expecting that. But I could see the French hitting fortress soon too, I suppose. So it'll be interesting to see what the first shipment is here, and what he does with this H3 advantage. So Cav are moving out, trying to find a raid, looking for. Okay, so he did see a dead moose here, so he was looking for that, trying to raid villagers. And right now he's probably thinking that he ran a villager to the corner or something, but he doesn't find it, so he's gonna take some shots here. He does not lose any Cav, but does take shots on 3 of the husks, taking them down below half HP, so that's always nice. It's a nice little trade for the Russia right there. And he's got some Cav archers, and there's Fourmasters now with the Fortress Age. Oh, whoa, my sound. Fortress Age up. And I gotta fix that. And he's probably be coming with the, whoa. Probably be coming with some skirms, some goons, all that good stuff. Ooh, and Russia gonna lose some units here. Doesn't want to really take this. Native scouts still standing there, and a little husk raid, but sending them back. And he's got these pretty fat sheep that he could go for, but they're still getting fat. Not the biggest need for them right now. And there's 10 skirmishers trained. 1 stable, 2 racks. And scores are pretty. Oh no, never mind. That's a 5. Yeah, this is looking pretty scary for the Russia. See if he can hold this pretty strong push. He does have a good amount of Cav archers here, though. So we'll see how they hold up. Russia's gonna be forced a retreat here. You gotta get his Cav archers there and start sniping these husks. And it's a pretty big battle right here. Pretty much game-deciding fight right here. See if Russia can hold this and survive a bit longer. Only 1 husk left. He's gonna be able to snipe that last one. Oh, and then 5 or 4 Crusaders coming. They still have quite a bit of Cav archers though. And heading back to the base. Ooh. These guys are beast. They have extremely high siege and extremely high damage versus villagers. So, oh man, I feel like Russia. A lot of Russian players underuse them, especially in team games. They're just insanely good. 2 cannon pop. He might be able to find some villagers. But the Crusaders are responding here, so they do have to kind of escape. It's good to send these raiders out when like you're fighting or you're distracting him in some way. When you just send them out kind of by themselves, you know, it's obviously not as good because it's easier for Fourmasters to keep his units, you know, back and just try to, you know, stop the raid. And it's basically what he's doing. Didn't want to get them all snared, so he just sacrificed 1 right there. And meanwhile, oh, they might get sniped here a little bit. 2 cannons and a lot of Crusaders are on the field. Let's see how many Cav archers he has. So he does have a pretty good mass Cav archers. Oh, taking a lot of fire there. Now, like this fight's about to start. This is the time when you want to have these guys raiding, like sitting on this gold mine or a hunt. That would be a good time to have them out. And try to get like a game-changing raid in. And he tries to send them out, but he doesn't take the best of routes. And yep, native scout getting some work done. He could move him. So big battle right here. 2 cannons. He's gonna try to send these guys out again. Ooh, goons. He's trying to. Oh, he's going too close. This is really bad. He's going right through the army though. If he was hugging the shoreline, he would have maybe been able to sneak by. But he basically just walked him into the army. So basically just deleting those units. Those have a lot of Strelets and a lot of Cav Archers on the field. Strelets walking into the army right here though. They were able to back away. Goons, meanwhile, are still chasing these two. Here we go. Interesting compositions by both players. Not sure how it's going to turn out. Oh, and they're walking right past each other. And boom. A lot of goons coming out now. Fourmaster got the lead quite a bit in score. And he's got map control right now, pushing the Russia back. Russia does make some Cossacks right there. And another batch of Strelets. And it looks like he's gonna lose this blockhouse. And he's just gonna let it fall. He is now engaging. It's poking a little bit. But blockhouse does go down, and that is his only blockhouse. Cossacks trying to go for a flank, but instead they get caught by the goons, and two of them go down for free right there. And here we go. Two cannons pop out, and the Strelets go in. Cav Archers, Cossacks gotta get in there. Ooh, oh my God! Two cannons went down. I think that was a mix of the Cav Archers and the cannons firing. Honestly, like those cannons went down at the exact same time. It almost looked like the Russian cannons got like a 2-for-1 hit and like killed two cannons, but I think that must have been a mix of the Cav Archers and the cannons taking them down. So that was actually really big, really nice for the Russia right there. And now he's gonna try to push. Wonder where's the Russian explorer? Is he dead? Well, the native is still standing right here. It'd be nice if Fourmaster used him a little bit more. Could probably do a little bit more scouting with him, because they do not see the explorer for the Russia. They don't know where he is. That's a lot of Crusaders. Looks like 1,000 coin was shipped. And there's the Explorer. Well, forward blockhouse is going down once again. Good massive skirms, but two cannons are still up. And a lot of Strelets. Yeah, Strelets and Cav Archers, honestly, I think is a really good combo, and I think people underestimate it. I've always thought that for a long time. I've always said that Russia was underrated on the ESO patch. And I think a lot of people would probably agree with that now. I mean, they made them quite a bit better on the fan patch, and I think everybody says that they're OP on the fan patch. So I think they're gonna fix them a little bit on the next update for the fan patch. I think they're making Russia a little bit weaker, more like the ESO version. Not sure what exact changes they're doing, but and we have a one single Cove. Interesting. So the Cove's gonna try to do some work on those cannons, and here we go. Cove does fire, one shot, and the second shot, and that first cannon's gonna go down. Boom. And the other cannon's kind of just walking around way in the back. Now trying to take some shots. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. Trying to get the Cove on the cannon now. A lot of Crusaders here. Cav Archers look like they might be a little bit out of position. Need to start focusing on these Crusaders over here. There are a couple Crusaders right here also. And there goes the second cannon. That cove did do its job, and single cove took out 2 cannons, so that's pretty nice. There was a pretty expensive cove, though, to be honest, because you do have to build the artillery foundation, which is 300 wood, and then you have to train cove, so I mean, I guess that's a little bit cheaper than 2 cannons, and you have the building up, and some more strelets pop out, and strelets, you know, you have very good trade. You know, they're weak units, but you know they trade very cost effectively, and just goons and skirms now versus strelets and a couple cav archers. See some more goons coming. Fourmaster is still up in score by quite a bit, so I'm thinking he probably has a better eco behind all of this the whole time. This is bear. Looks like could pick up that treasure. Maybe oh, he's picking it up. Can the bear change the game? And there's the big grizzly bear, and the grizzly bear does scare Fourmaster's back, and then he instantly gets shot down. He was a little intimidated by the bear, but you then just got brave and took the bear down pretty quickly. And there is a Manchu, I believe, yes, Manchu pop. And those are some pretty strong mercs right there. So those are gonna force Fourmaster's retreat, and some Cossacks popping out. Fourmaster has goons, so he's trying to work on these Manchu, but Strelit's also focusing on goons. And 5 Crusaders, ooh, and 3 shipment of Crusaders that he did not notice. So he has 8 Crusaders. Manchu are nice, able to help deal with those, but and some more Strelits. And he sees the dead animals, so he's heading there. That's a lot of French villagers. Honestly, this is probably gonna go very well for the French. He could not just fight with these villagers and he'll win this, or just tank and he'll probably win this fight very convincingly and win the game. Yeah, Russia probably has to escape here. You really can't fight. You can't even attempt to raid the units because they'll just soak up damage while those units get killed. And a lot of Crusaders. Manchu are falling pretty quick now, and there's a lot of skirmishers, goons, Crusaders, and these French villagers, which have a lot of HP. And Crusaders now are just on Strelits, and not much Russia can do here. Looking like this is probably going to be GG soon. Some more cav archers are coming. Oh, nice batch of about 10, but they're a bit late. They're late to the party. Not able to back up their friends. So all those Strelits went down. And now all the skirmishers are doing work on these cav archers. This is finish off these goons, but now it's a pretty big mass of skirms and some Crusaders. And there's the GG. So GG, pretty good game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.